Today we are going to see how we can create a local server and how we can install WordPress locally in our local server. And we will see two ways how we can do that, and one of that is local by Flywheel and second one is XAMPP. And in this video I will show you how you can do it. So after doing that, you can add as many as website for testing purpose in local server. So no more talk, let's dive into the video. So first of all, we will install XAMPP for our computer. So as you can see that we are in this website, which is apachefriends.org index.html, and you will find this link in the description, so you don't need to worry for the URL. Once if you are in this website, what you need to do is you need to download the XAMPP for your computer. If you are Linux or Mac user, what you can do, you can install it or download it from there, but I need to download it for Windows. So if I click, as you can see that here is my downloading file and it is almost 150 MB, so it will take some time. So once your file is downloaded, as you can see that my file is downloaded, just open it and here it is. As you can see that just what you need to do is we need to install it by double clicking. So as you can see that it's from Vietnamese, and what you need to do is we need to click OK, just ignore the warning, and after that next and next. And for that, what you need to do is you need to select this folder, or you can keep it as default if you don't want to change the location. So for now, let's install it here in the C drive. We will create an XAMPP folder, so it will create automatically, so keep it as default. And after that, what we need to do is we need to install it. So ready to install, next, and it's installing. And once you have installed XAMPP, here as you can see that you will find this screen, and here what is saying that completing the XAMPP setup wizard. And what we need to do is we need to check it because we want our control panel to start now. So if you check it and finish, so after that you will see that you can select your language. So English is selected, and here is it. That's our controller for our server. So as you can see that it's the controller. So before that, let's go to our C drive and see what is happening here. So if I open it, so in the C drive we will see this file, which is XAMPP. Actually that's a folder, as you can see that. So in the XAMPP folder we can see this all file. So what we need to do is we need to go to a file, so which is htdocs. As you can see that, find this file and open it. So this is the file. So you can see the direction here in the PC, in the local disk, C and XAMPP and htdocs. So this is the place where our website will be in future. So let's create a website for the test. So what we need to do is we need to create a folder. So let's create a folder and name it as you want. So this is my first site here, so first site, so something like that. And in this folder we will have our file for our website. So let's create a index.html, the test. So index.html, and if I create index.html, as you can see that, and what I need to do is I need to open it with our notepad and just say that we will have a h1, just a little test. Hello world. If I save it, and that's our little website. Okay, So after that, what I need to do is how I can see this website running. For that, we need to open this controller. If you close this controller by mistake, what you need to do is you need to come to the XAMPP. In the local disk, you need to come to the XAMPP folder, and here what you will have is you will have this XAMPP.controller. So you need to open this. So it will open this pop-up. If you want, you can create a shortcut for this XAMPP controller. So after that, let's go to the docs, and here what we need to do is in the controller we need to start our Apache server and also MySQL database. So we need to start those two things, and after that let's go to our website in the browser. Just so here you need to type localhost / your folder name. So what was my folder name? If I open it once again, as you can see that my folder name in the htdocs was first site. So what I need to do is localhost / first site, and if I click or if I enter, as you can see that here is our little website which is saying that index.html, and here we can find our hello world heading. So our site is perfectly set up in our local server. So now is the time for our WordPress, how we can install or we can run WordPress in our local server. So for that, what we need to do is we need to download our WordPress. So wordpress.org. If I come here in the wordpress.org, as you can see that we have this button which is get WordPress. So just click it, and here you can find option for downloading WordPress. So just click WordPress download, and as you can see that my WordPress is downloaded already. So once your download is complete, you can open the folder. So as you can see that that's our downloaded file, which is WordPress zip file, and just extract the file. So as you can see that our file is extracted, and here is our extracted file. What I need to do is I need to open it. If I open, as you can see that here is our WordPress, all the file. So that's all our WordPress core file. So what I need to do is I need to stop our server. Just close it, and let's go to the XAMPP. So in the C drive we will find this XAMPP, and here what you need to do is you need to go to the htdocs, and here let's create another site which will be our WordPress site. So let's create a folder, let's say that mywp. So that will be our site. So in the mywp, what we need to do is you need to move your all the WordPress core file which we downloaded from here. If I come here, as you can see that that was our extracted file, and if I click, as you can see that that's the WordPress, and there we will have all the core file. So Ctrl A for selecting all, and just drag and drop or move to the mywp file. So as you can see that our all file is here in the mywp. So that's it. So we have this now mywp site where all of our WordPress content or all of our WordPress core file is located or placed. And what we need to do is we need to come to the browser, and here what we need to do is I need to come to the localhost /php myadmin, and if I click enter or hit enter, as you can see that we can't find our php myadmin because we need to start our Apache server. For that, what you need to do, is you need to go to the C drive and in the XAMPP, and you will find this XAMPP controller where we need to start our Apache server and MySQL database. So once you started your server from there, and you need to come to your browser and just write localhost/phpMyAdmin, and now what it will do, it will open our database which is phpMyAdmin. And here what we need to do is we need to create a database. So that's very easy. What we need to do is we need to click this database option, and here you need to give it a name. So let's say that my WP database or data, my WP data. So that is the name for our database, and just hit the create button. So once you hit the create button, you can see that in here my WP data is created. So that's it. What you need to do is, if I click that, as you can see that we don't have any content or we don't have any data in our database, but our database is created. So after that, what we need to do is we need to go to localhost once again, and we need to write our folder name, which is my WP. If I hit enter, we should see our WordPress installation. So for the language, select your language. So for now, let's select English and continue. And here what you need to do is you need to go to the let's go, and here you need to give the name of database. So here, as you can see that we created our database, which is my WP data. And if I come here, so here what you need to do is you need to write it. So write it. So my WP data. So just one more checking. So my WP data and my WP data. And for the username, we need to use root. So it is same for the all XAMPP, because it is a local server. In by default the username is root, so we don't need to worry about it. And for the password, we don't need any password. And for the database host, which is localhost, and table prefix is WP, which is fine. So after that, let's submit it and run the installation. And here we need to give a site title. So let's give it a site title of our website, which will be my WP site. And also we need to give it a username, which will be our WordPress username. So let's give it admin and admin. So that's all for our local. So we can use anything for local. And in the email, let's give it an email 123.123.com. So that's a bogus email, as you can see. So we don't need search engine visibility, which is fine. So after that, just install WordPress. And as you can see that my WordPress installation is successfully done. And just hit login, and we are in our WordPress login page. So here we need to put our username, which we created, admin, and also for the password, admin. So this is for the localhost username and password. When you will push it to the live site, you definitely have a stronger password or username. So for now, we don't need to worry about it, because we are in local site. So let's log in to our WordPress site, and here it is. As you can see that that's our brand new WordPress installed in our local server, which is XAMPP. And if I come here, as you can see that that's our hello world, and all other thing is perfectly fine. And that's our installed plugin by default. And if you want, you can install plugin from here and there, and all other thing what you can do in WordPress. So that's it for one way. And next we need to go to our next way. So for the type 2, what you need to do is we need to go to our local by Flywheel. So if I search for local by Flywheel, if I can spell, and here it is local WP, and you will find this page which is local WP, and here as you can see that the #1 local WordPress development tool. So this is the second way how we can install a WordPress in our local server. So this is totally different way. So for that, first of all, let's close our XAMPP. We don't need it anymore. And here what you need to do is, it's very simple. We need to just free download, and we need to choose a platform. Let's say that it's for Windows for now, something like that. So as you can see that it's downloading, so it's quite big. As you can see, it will take some time, and once you finished the download, as you can see that here it is, just install the file. So here as you can see that, so for me only user, and here is our default location for the install. So that's fine for the default location, you can change it. So that's very easy to install. So if I go to their website now, as you can see that this is called local, and this is by Flywheel. So Flywheel, I believe this is a hosting company, I think. If I say something local by Flywheel, I should see there, yes, get Flywheel. So they are the company. So they are the people behind this local setup which we are downloading now. So they are the people, and they made this local. So this is the local, and as you can see that here it is. We finished our installation, and if I finish, it will run the local for now. So here as you can see that I have some site which I created previously, and if you are new you will not see any of them. What you need to do is to add your local site. You need to click this add local site. If you click, it will come up with this, and here let's give it a name. Let's say that WP, what I can give, so WP site, that's site. So if I click advanced, as you can see that that's our local domain. So for the local we use something like .local or .test. So this is fine. So WP site local, and here is your site file. So if you browse, you can see yours all the site file. So we will see in later. And if I continue, here is you can see that you can choose your custom server. As you can see that you can select your custom version of PHP, also database. You can use MySQL or MariaDB, and let's go to preferred one, and here let's give it a username which will be admin, let's say, and also password of admin. So for now, so if I go to advanced, so here we have, is this a WordPress multi-site? No, so that's fine. So let's add site, and here as you can see that our site is adding WP site. So once you finish the adding, as you can see that our site is ready to use. So here is you can see that we have these two button, which is admin and for visit site. So let's go to the admin panel, and it will open your default browser, and here let's give the admin username and password, and after that log in to your backend, and here it is our backend. As you can see that it's perfectly installed, and we have this brand new WordPress dashboard, and here you can do whatever you want, and that's it. That's how it is. That's very easy step to follow, and that's very easy to continue. And after that, if you come to your site, and here you can see that that's your site, and after that you can see that the site location, and if you click this button, what it will do is it will open your site file, which is in the C drive in the user and your user, and in the local site you will find this site which is your site. which we created a moment before. And if I open it, as you can see that we have these three files: app, config and log. If I go to the app, and in the public we will have all of our WordPress core file, as you can see that. So that's all of our WordPress core file. And if you are using WordPress for development purpose, that's what you need, and that's where you need to come to find your theme and plugin. And if you are not that kind of developer, this is fine. You can add your site, and you can add your site here, and you can go to admin and you can make your site. So that's for it. And if I come now in the WP side, we have a tab, as you can see that, which is database. If I click it, you can see that connect adminer, and if I open it, as you can see that that's our database. So which one you should use? So there are so many difference, and there are so many common thing going on, as you can see that. So for the XAMPP, what you can do is you can use it as a server for your normal site, which you can create on HTML, CSS or anything, something like that. Or you can use it something CMS like for Joomla and WordPress and anything like that. So there are so many flexibility in XAMPP, but in the local host, so which we can see here, but it is for only WordPress. So if you are using WordPress, you can use localhost, but if you want some more flexibility, you can use XAMPP for that. And also, if you notice here in the local, if I open our database, here as you can see that that's our database, which is using adminer. But previously we saw that in our XAMPP we used phpMyAdmin, which is a good thing. So for this case, XAMPP is winner, because phpMyAdmin is better than adminer, because as you can see that there are so many difference between them, and but they work same. As you can say that here is our 12 column for our WordPress, but for my opinion phpMyAdmin is better. So if you are working WordPress which is related to your database, or you are doing something development which is using database thing, so you can use XAMPP rather than using local from Flywheel. So that's it. So that's up to you. If you wanna XAMPP, you can use it, and or if you wanna local, you can use it. So in my case, what I do is I use mainly local for my normal site, but if I do something complex, I use XAMPP. So that's my opinion, and that's what you can do, and that's how you can install WordPress locally in your computer. And that's for today. So that's it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more video like that, please subscribe my channel. And my name is Arfan, and I will see you in the next video.